Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Glenn High School here in Leander, Texas. We are off to a quick start here. We had an early start from the JV game, and they just put 15 minutes on the clock, and we are getting ready to go 5 minutes early. It's the Liberty Hill Panthers visiting the Glenn Grizzlies. Another sort of strange jump ball, and I think we're going to re-tip. Boy, we've seen a couple of these this week. It is Aaron Hurst in the middle there against number 15, Josh Akeen. And they have ruled, I'm not sure exactly why, but they've ruled that it is Glenn ball. Similar to, what was it, Friday of last week when he had a tip that went straight out of bounds. And the Panthers right into that signature defense here, press. It is Chris Benham, who we saw in that first matchup. And Hurst rebounds and then falls to the ground. And we do have a jump ball right away. This should be Panthers basketball, and it's going to be overruled. So a couple of tough breaks early on for the Liberty Hill running Panthers, as Hurst falling to the ground is called a travel. I mean, I think you could probably go either way. I don't think travel's too ridiculous a call in that situation. It is Paul Madera, Toby Ryman, Luke Landy, Aaron Hurst, and Trayvon Williams, the starting five for the Panthers. Dribble drive here for the Grizzlies, off the glass, number 33, Jonas Scott. As the Panthers break the press pretty quickly, fading away, Aaron Hurst. First two of the game for him. Senior leader of this team, and now off the break, knocked away by Toby Ryman. Gets it to Madera. This is Hurst in the post now. We've seen more of this. Guarded by Josh Akeen, the 6'3 forward. Again, we talked about in the first matchup against the Grizzlies, not a ton of height. Not going to see the sort of Dylan D'Souza of Hayes, who's 6'6". None of those guys. Ryman in with the left hand, maybe some contact there in the middle. No call. Chris Benham, senior for the Grizzlies, almost lost control, kicks it back up. Sort of chaotic game that the Grizzlies play, though, worked well, especially in the second half. That game at Liberty Hill. Of course, Jackson Scott not starting for the Panthers. Got another jump ball. As we see some good sportsmanship from both teams. And looks like the Grizzlies will start in their own trap press here. And Paul Madera just with the casual baseball pass across the court. Trayvon Williams did nice to find Luke Landy, who couldn't make it work, that awkward sort of baseline pass, and there's the and one. Hurst will get the foul. Number 13, Tristan Marshall, senior heavy team, at least starting five for the Grizzlies. Scott, and Marshall, and Benham, through the main protagonists for Glenn, all seniors. Aaron Hurst needs to be careful of those fouls. Williams back to Hurst. Nice drive, kicks back out to Ryman. Lefty with the fake. Hurst got some room and took the extra step, and will be called for the travel here. My name is Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. We've got a busy week this week for the Panthers as the Grizzlies look to break this press. Panthers can stay in it still. Dangerous pass on the sideline. It's a good move, left hand. Hurst with the rebound, and he's running the other way. Ryman, nice pump fake, and Williams will get an opportunity on the baseline. Maybe should have gone up with it. Hurst from three, no good. Ryman not able to get the rebound. That's Benham, who clearly is looking to push. Off the break again, sort of loses control. And that pass is picked off. Sort of a wild start to this game. Hurst with a nice pass. Madera does get the foul called. Made sure the ref saw that one. Plenty of contact there. 5:28 first quarter. 5-2 Glenn lead. District game number 12 for the Panthers in this second round of district play. Said it was a busy week, and Madera no good on the free throw. We will have some subs. Peterson and Ray Avery will check in for Williams and Ryman. AJ Roldan's over there at the scorer's table ready to check in, probably for Madera. Madera again a little long on the free throw. Roldan will not check in off the miss. That's Marshall from the outside with the 3 ball tipped around. Got to box out on those rebounds. Maybe that's why Ray Avery's in the game. We know he's uses his body really well down low despite just the 6-foot frame. Hurst, nice move with the right foot and didn't get the call. Maybe just was one step in front of himself there. Marshall, no good. Good hustle by Luke Landy and Madera to get back and force Marshall to adjust his shot just ever so slightly. Madera, Hurst, Avery, Peterson. Beautiful ball movement and work from the Panthers. And Peterson gives a little clap and says, come on, boys, here we go. Really nice offense by Liberty Hill. Benham real casual here on the far side. That's the pass you want to be able to get in front of. Loud D-up call there from the Panthers bench. They're making the most noise in this gym for the moment. A medium home crowd, I would say, and strong move. Peterson will get the foul called as Jonas Scott driving to the lane. Well, not necessarily a must-win for the Panthers to stay in playoff contention, but it really feels like it. Talk about the scenarios. They're sort of be in this battle for that 4th spot in district as we've got some subs for the Grizzlies with this Glen Grizzlies team and also with Cedar Park, who we'll see on Friday as the Panthers will head down to the Timberwolves arena down there. Scott's second free throw also good, made both of them. 7-4, 4:10 to go first quarter. I think we've got 4 new players. So actually Glenn substituting a lot too. Roldan, Avery, Peterson, Landy, and Jackson Scott are the 5 for the Panthers. Coach Boren trusting his bench. Peterson on the baseline. There's Scott. Really good pass, good finish, and it's really good looking offense for Liberty Hill early in this game. Cross-court pass. Scott nearly got a piece. That was the one I was talking about. Corner 3 from number 5, Cash Winters, the junior guard. Is good for the Grizzlies. Avery in a little bit of trouble. This is Roldan now with that wrist wrapped. What kind of defense are we looking at here? It looks like a 2-3. Landy will catch it on the wing and go back out to the top, Roldan. Coach Boren setting up the play. Scott a little high-low. Avery goes baseline, feeds to Scott. It's a good idea. Scott not able to handle the pass. I think we're going to get a jump ball. I cannot see the possession arrow. We've had so many jump balls in this game. It will go to the home team. Madera checks back in for Landy. Second of 3 road games this week for the Panthers. Thanks to Melvin Jones for filling in on Monday night down in Lockhart. It was a 76-39 victory for the Panthers. Good way to start a busy week. And there's Roldan, got a piece, and this is Winters again from the corner. And I thought that hit the top of the backboard. Some Panthers fans point, I think if it hits the scaffolding, that's out of play. No call. 12-6, and all of a sudden, running Panthers see their score double, and we have a 10-second call again. Boy, that seemed fast. Nothing going for Liberty Hill early in this game. You see JT Peterson right here in the foreground talking to the official here, and she's explaining, I guess what the rule is with that sort of ladder up there that holds the basket. Long three, no good. Peterson uses his body well, and he'll push. Got a couple men down here. Aaron Hurst in the game too. I think Madera was looking for Hurst, and Grizzlies knocked it out. Ryman checks back in for Ray Avery. 2:13 first quarter. And Roldan's pass picked off by Winters. It's a fast break for Chris Benham, who goes around. Boy, Roldan jumped past that ball. Again, good contest. That was JT Peterson that time. A little bit of a wild break, and Paul Madera comes right back, knocks down the three ball. Exactly what is needed in this game. Under 2 minutes now, first quarter. Can feel the energy. Benham, and there's Peterson on the floor, and Coach Boring got a timeout quickly. May not have needed it, but he will take it. Really good energy tonight from the Panthers. I think they understand how much this game could mean. And again, you see Coach Bourne talking to the official about what counts as out of bounds there. I wonder if she's certainly explaining a lot to him. So I guess there's some sort of the vertical posts are not out of bounds, but the horizontal are. I'm just sort of speculating there, but not really sure. District 25 5A matchup here. If you're enjoying this cold winter evening, of course not as cold as last week in the Central Texas area. We had an ice storm that took down a lot of trees in the Austin area at least. Not quite as much here in the Leander, Liberty Hill area, up just northwest of the Austin area. There's Toby Ryman with a good drive. In some trouble. Had three around him. Hurst. Madera's going to fire away. Knocks it down. Two straight for Paul Madera. And we got a tie ball game. And off the press, Panthers will get the steal. 1.5 first quarter. Peterson. Madera. Oh, he wanted another one. And tried to look off the defender. Ryman was making a cut. Again, looks like that Panthers offense doing a good job. Ryman with the steal now. Up with the left hand. Does finish. And the Panthers with their first lead of this game, 14-12. Ryman just steals the inbound, puts it in. How about that? And now it's a Grizzlies timeout. And the away fans here giving the Panthers a nice hand. 16-12. And boy, what was that? 7 points scored in the matter of about 20 seconds. And the Panthers have the lead in this big game. Liberty Hill certainly needs everything they can get from the last few games of the season. We will be monitoring the Cedar Park Rouse game also happening tonight. All those two teams also had their game from last week rescheduled because of the storm. Those are the two key players, really, for Liberty Hill. And Ryman again gets a hand to it. Amazing. I think that's 3 straight inbound passes he has picked off, or at least gotten a piece of. Winters again in the corner. He likes that spot. Long rebound here. Hurst and Ryman with some nice hands. Pointing out the play, Coach Boren tells his guys Madera's going to fire from 3, in and out. Just a little bit of a heat check. Is that jump ball there? Not quite. Number 12, Omar Maldonado Perez, who's been running this press break for the Grizzlies, who almost looked like he took an extra step there. This is number 35, Jordan Thompson at the top. Winters down in that corner. We've seen him shoot. This is Dallas Hernandez, freshman, number 4. Thompson now in the middle. Panthers doing a nice job not to foul. Went up a little fast, but layup's no good. Madera will fire and can't get it to go, but that will end a really nice first quarter for Liberty Hill. That press working really well, bringing some chaos into this game. And at the end of 1, it's the Panthers 16, Grizzlies 12. And welcome back here to Glen High School in Leander, Texas. My name is Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. As the Liberty Hill Panthers have jumped out to a 16-12 lead over the Glen Grizzlies here at Glen High School. Really nice end of that quarter. As Panthers will start with the ball. It's JT Peterson, Paul Madera, Toby Ryman, Aaron Hurst, and Luke Landy in the game for the purple and gold there. Say purple, yellow, and white. Ryman certainly fouled. Almost finished with the left hand. Toby Ryman's got that ability to sort of contort his body and finish around people in a really unique way. Almost got the and one, but it is a foul. We'll check the team fouls. 4 team fouls appears on both teams as Toby knocks down the free throw. Nothing but net on the second one. And right into the press. See what they can do here. This is Thompson to Scott. Sort of unorthodox. You got maybe your 2 tallest players for the Grizzlies are your best ball handlers. Scott can't get taken by that pump fake, and it's Thompson. Jordan Thompson uses his body really well, that big frame, with the rebound and the putback. Madera in the corner, hit the side of the backboard, and we're going to get a cheap over the back foul called on Luke Landy. Back into the press. Ooh, almost carried that ball. Tristan Marshall in the middle. Back outside, that's number 23, Jaden Nelson. Back to Marshall. Boy, how many jump balls have we had in this game? Amazing, really competitive so far. We do have a sub. Chris Benham will check back in for Tristan Marshall. It's Benham and Nelson, Scott, Thompson, and Akeen. And that almost over and back there on the mid-court line. Scott at the top, you can see that. 5-pointed star, and long pass, not able to get to it. Ryman's got a fast break attempt, and that, I think that was a right-handed finish. A little bit ambidextrous there from Toby Ryman. Benham so calm. Maybe that's why Coach John Ortiz for the Grizzlies put him back in the game. Try and break this press for the Grizzlies. Scott, nice calm jumper. Boy, a lot of chaos down there, but the Panthers come out of it. Hurst, Peterson, just a little short on the layup, but Peterson right back into it against Benham, who does a good job dribble around, and Peterson hustles, gets back. As we go back and forth, Madera, nice pass to Ryman, who finishes, probably was fouled as well. And how about this? He lead now to 8 for the Panthers. And there's a pass straight out of bounds. How about this? Grizzlies certainly flustered. And all the energy with the visitors. Trayvon Williams, A.J. Roldan, Ray Avery in, who stays. Aaron Hurst stays. Luke Landy stays. More discussions between the official and Coach Boren. Coach Boren calling out the play for this group. Avery, Williams, Roldan, he's the guy, sort of the commander at the top. Landy's got a lot of space in the middle of the floor. Williams stutters a little bit. Hurst, corner, got it. Woo-hoo-hoo. What a good first half this has been for Liberty Hill. And here comes Hurst again. Pass just over his head. Scott gets in the lane, can't finish. Just about disrupting the shot sometimes. Body's on the floor, and another jump ball. I believe this should go to the Panthers, and it does. 11-point lead, 5:05 in the second quarter. Boy, is there still that much time left? Gosh, seems like we've been playing for an hour already. Ray Avery to take it in. Interesting press from the Grizzlies. Almost like a man-to-man. Well, just as I say that, Aaron Hurst has his pocket picked. Very similar, almost like emulating the Panthers press in a way. Sort of zone press by Coach John Ortiz for the Grizzlies. Scott sort of forcing things. Marshall, Nelson, Akeen in the middle. Landy got a piece. Just calming things down. Probably a good thing if you're a Grizzlies fan. Fade away from Benham. Big rebound here again. Nobody boxing out. And Jonas Scott able to take advantage. Coach Bourne going with the smaller lineup. This time it's Ray Avery's pass. It's a little bit wild. Benham with the steal rolled on him, and he'll throw it down with one hand. 25-18 now. Hurst is fouled by Marshall. No, Tristan Marshall's in foul trouble. Winters and Maldonado Perez will check in. Looking at that. Foul count. Okay, so it's just 3 team fouls on both teams, so pretty clean game considering the pace. 4:02 second quarter. Roldan takes the inbound. Paul Madera back into the game for Landy. Roldan, kind of forced it in there. There was some space. It's a deep one. Hurst, everybody looking for a three. Hurst shows good strength to Avery. He can swing it if he needs it. Good hands by Trayvon Williams. No shot clock in high school, right? Don't have to force something that's not there. Roldan, Madera's working hard to get open. There he is again. Hurst fakes. Wanted the step back. Didn't have his dribble, though. Avery, Coach Boren says reset. Took down towards 3 minutes. Madera swings. Avery, got to keep moving. Everybody's got to keep moving. This is Hurst against Akeen. Hurst showing that strength. Does fade away, though, but gets it to go. And pass almost picked off here. Grizzlies come the other way with Marshall. Hurst was waiting for him. Oh, they call the block. They call the block. You know, I didn't have the angle down there. Wasn't really able to see that one, but the referee does call a block. Hurst just wants to talk to her about that one. She does seem like the head referee. She's been explaining things, I think, pretty clearly to the players and coaches in this game. So Tristan Marshall will go to the free throw line. I count at least 2 fouls on Aaron Hurst, so he's got to be careful. Free throw's good. And we got triple substitution here. Jackson Scott, Toby Ryman, JT Pearson, Paul Madera, and AJ Roldan are the 5 in the game. Second free throw, no good. Toby Ryman did a good job boxing out there. Now you got to get through this press. They do. Madera, a little look away pass to Pearson in the corner. That's going to be long. You can see it. And here comes Benham to Marshall. A little bit out of control. Did throw it off Roldan. And it will stay on that end. Landy comes in, Roldan comes out. 2:39. Boy, action-packed first half. Winters got to be really careful. He caught the ball on his own side and then faded away to the opposite side. Peterson up and under, no good. Marshall does do what he did on the other end and throws it off the Panthers player smartly. Landy with good hustle, as well as Toby Ryman down there. Do have some subs here. Jordan Thompson for the Grizzlies will check in for Joshua Keene. A couple juniors there. And Aaron Hurst in for Jackson Scott here at the other end of the floor. Benham's pass cross court just got it to Marshall, who's not able to finish. That was knocked off out of bounds by the Grizzlies. Again, don't need to swat that ball to the 10th row. Just contest these Grizzlies layups. And that has been a good strategy for the Panthers. Also, I think this up and down dual press game we've had has suited Liberty Hill really well. Toby Ryman so good in the lane. Up and under for Aaron Hurst, no good. Hustle for the rebound. Marshall through a couple guys. Benham, just bodies flying all over the place. Winters, I think that's Maldonado Perez in the corner. Air ball. And they're going to call a travel on Luke Landy. I really thought neither player had possession, but they're going to say he had it and then traveled. Tough call there. Jordan Thompson, boy, that looked like a travel. Lost the ball, and Paul Madera will get it. 1:45 second quarter. What a second quarter it's been. Hugely competitive. Aaron Hurst will like this matchup. Just right around him, up and under. Back to 10. Tristan Marshall sort of cherry-picked there. Aaron Hurst got a piece of that dunk attempt, though. Students like that, Liberty Hill students who are here. Madera with the no-look. Ryman's got all kinds of time. No good. Boy, that bench for the Panthers would have exploded. Benham's going to try and get through the press. He's actually done the best, I think, of any of the Grizzlies players. Hurst, again, just gets enough of it. And it's another missed layup for Glenn. What a first half. Boy, I haven't had any moment to breathe. Hurst with some good patience and gets the foul called on him. That'll be 5 team fouls on Glenn. Whew, take a breath. Everybody in the gym taking a collective breath here. Trying to set up the three in the corner for Peterson. Got Hurst on the post. Oh, it was such a good idea. Toby Ryman. I don't know if that was a cut that was set up beforehand or if that was just improvisation. But Peterson and Ryman was open on the block. Jackson Scott comes back in the game for Aaron Hurst. Toby Ryman flying around on the press. Benham into traffic. Madera, Ryman, Landy from the wing, knocks it down. Luke Landy on the board in this game. Lead is to 12. Biggest lead of the game for the Panthers, as this press has really thrown the Grizzlies of Glenn all out of sorts. Corner, I think that's the freshman there, Hernandez, excuse me. No good, and Panthers will take that. We tick down under 30 seconds now. Could hold for the last shot here. See what they do. Landy, Madera cuts across. Landy's going to be aggressive. Little spin move. Got it to go. Luke Landy a couple buckets. Under 10 seconds. Madera saved it off of Marshall, who dives out of bounds, is out of bounds in 4.8 seconds. We will come the other way. And the Panthers will have the last shot. Ryman, Madera's got to go. Madera's got to go here to Scott, who's got to fire away. A little bit of a miscommunication, as maybe the coach didn't get his message across, but we will go to halftime. What a half it has been. That has been fun, hasn't it, folks? As the Liberty Hill Panthers in the zone. Everybody contributing. It's been that press that has worked wonders. We will head into halftime. It is Liberty Hill 33, Glenn 19. And welcome back, folks, to Glen High School here. We'll take just a moment here to shout out the Runnin' Panthers sponsors: Gage and Cade Construction, Globe Theater, Deluxe Garages, J&K Welding, and Liberty Hill Pediatrics. Thank you to the sponsors of Liberty Hill Basketball. We appreciate that, of course. What a first half, folks. Players got a nice hand coming out of the dressing room from this away crowd. We got Liberty Hill students, of course, the JV game off to the right. I am situated over here on the away side, embedded with the fans. Talked about this being essentially a must-win for Liberty Hill. As it stands in district right now, Rouse, top of district, undefeated, 11-0. Leander there in second place at 8-3. Hayes in third at 7-4. Then the three teams I've sort of been talking about: Cedar Park 6-5, Glen 5-6, Liberty Hill 5-6. So, in simple terms, a win tonight for the Panthers puts them up into 5th place. A spot they haven't been in a couple weeks now, and would certainly drive the momentum for the rest of the season. Cedar Park is at home against Rouse tonight. Of course, they host these Panthers on Friday, and then they're away to Lehman to end the season. Glen finishes the season against the two bottom teams in the district, hosting Lehman on Friday and then going to Lockhart following Tuesday. So, putting things together, I think you have to have 7 wins to even have a shot. With the schedule for the Panthers, this game very crucial, and it has been a good one for Liberty Hill up to this point. Back into that press. It's Paul Madera, Luke Landy, Toby Ryman, JT Peterson, and Aaron Hurst, the starters for the Panthers. Marshall, Benham, Akeen, Scott with the ball right now, and then Hernandez over there in the corner. That's the starting 5 for the Grizzlies. In 2-3 zone for Coach Boren's guys. Marshall's got a little bit of space. Luke Landy moves the feet really well. D-up call from the crowd here. Oh, yeah. Benham carried the ball on his leg and continues to talk to his coach. What's going wrong? Ryman with the baseball pass does find Landy. Difficult to see that, I know. And Hurst with a nice cut, little short. Akeen got the board to Benham, who pushes Hernandez, the freshman's foul by Madera. Just checking, seeing over on the Liberty Hill bench if that is a concern. I think that's Paul Madera's first. We don't have the same sort of tracking on the scoreboard that we do at the Panthers Den. Certainly a luxury to have that. Benham at the top, calming things down. Gets the screen from Akeen. Pass to Scott on the wing, changes pivot feet. Nothing there. Now this 2-3 zone for the Panthers, working well. Marshall try and drive through. Jumper, box out, needed. Ryman, that's got to be a foul. Golly. It is a jump ball, but it will go to the Panthers. Ryman, Landy, whoop. Benham almost got there. Landy pushes. Ryman, nice back cut, JT Peterson, and 1. 3 points the old-fashioned way for JT Peterson, who made such a prescient cut there. The space was there, and he saw it and moved into it, and it was a nice pass. And add the foul to it. A little bit long on the free throw here. Ryman Guy's all over his back. Knocks it out, and it will be Grizzlies ball. 35-19. Oh, Jonas Scott almost stepped into the field of play there, the court of play, I should say. Akeen fully blocked by Aaron Hurst. Just fully stuffed. How about that? And Aaron Hurst gets pumped. Whew. I think I make that 2 blocked dunks in this game for the Panthers. Skying for the rejection. Got to get the Mutombo, no finger out. Peterson with the left. Swings to Ryman. Madera way deep. Knocks it down. Nothing but net. Wow. How about this performance, folks? The Panthers all over the Grizzlies. Student section over here enjoying it. 19-point advantage, doubling up the hometown Glenn High School Grizzlies. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Boy, oh boy, it's hot. It's hot in here, folks. It's hot because the Panthers are on fire. They're absolutely on fire. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Of course, the first game these two teams played this season, boy, that was a couple of weeks ago over at the Panthers' Den. It was a Glenn victory, 53-43. I think that 10-point margin doesn't really tell the story. It was close right up until the end, and then some clutch free throw shooting by the Grizzlies sort of put it away at the end. Glenn has 2 wins against Hayes this season. It's sort of a strange mark because Hayes is 2 places higher than them in district. Other than that, everything has sort of gone as what you'd expect for the Grizzlies. They've lost twice to Cedar Park, both very close games. They do break the press here. This is Hernandez, the freshman, who, boy, goes right to the rack and scores. Bright future for that young player. Madera, passes it just over the head of Marshall. Peterson, shooter's touch. And now Marshall goes down. We're going to get a foul. A little bit too aggressive on the press. But Coach Bourne won't have too much of an issue with that. Ray Avery, Trayvon Williams, A.J. Roldan in. Landy and Hurst stay. Marshall. Benham knocked away by Williams and then throws it away. Landy threw it back to Benham, who did a good job getting back on defense. Avery is a little bit open under the basket. Don't want to get cheap fouls here. Corner to Scott. Good hustle by Landy down here in the corner to get back, and Grizzlies have to reset. Now setting a high screen against that 2-3 zone. Williams, Scott underneath. They're setting up Benham for a 3 here in the corner, and there will be a blocking foul called on Ray Avery. Benham underneath, a nicely set up play. Trayvon Williams just got caught out. The middle man in that zone, who was Hurst, was more focused on the screen at the top of the key, and then Marshall just sort of snuck around Trayvon Williams for the layup attempt. A couple free throws for him. First one is no good. Peterson and Madera back in, Landy and Williams out. For the first time, we'll see number 1, Gabriel de Oliveira, in this game. Feel like we saw him a lot more in that first contest between these two teams. Second free throw's good from Marshall. Roldan in to run the offense, just dribbles through people and goes all the way. How about A.J. Roldan? Everybody feeling now a 20-point advantage. Biggest lead of the game for the Panthers. Benham. Excuse me, that's Maldonado Perez who's out there with Benham. Similar hairstyles. Benham now trying to dribble through that. Roldan can't get caught up too high in that zone. De Oliveira now. We know he's got some speed. Benham a little bit of space, way long. It hit Ray Avery's hand though. Oliveira, Madera's got to get back and does. Benham is trying to sort of take everything on his own in this game, and Peterson with some good defense. Jackson Scott will check in for Aaron Hurst. Not quite halfway through this third quarter. Everything's moving really fast in this game. The clock seems to be going really slowly. Maybe that's just because it's been an exciting ball game. Chris Benham really frustrated. Checks out of the game, slaps the chair. Rolled on. Peterson. Oh man, what a... It's right. They call those really tightly on the pump fakes and drives. And they got JT Peterson for that one. Hernandez, the freshman. De Oliveira now. Jonas Scott, who's probably been the best player for the Grizzlies. We have another foul called on the Panthers. It's going to be on Roldan. 5 team fouls on Liberty Hill. They are starting to stack up a bit. Coach Boren takes Roldan out. Gives him some instructions. Luke Landy back into this game. Watch the back cut. Jackson Scott not quite able to take the other Scott, which is Jonas. We've got Jackson and Jonas. Scott quickly breaking the press here, and it's Jackson Scott who lost the ball out of bounds. Williams, Hurst in for Peterson and Jackson Scott. Back into that press. Haven't seen quite as much of it as in that second quarter. Landy got a piece, but De Oliveira recovers. Jonas Scott, maybe the guy that Grizzlies should go to. Marshall, no good. Ray Avery, huge rebound. I'm sure he's Ray Avery's 6'3" and not 6 foot. He plays way above his height. And we get the "you can't do that" chant now from the Panthers faithful here. Student section just off to the right. Madera in a little bit of trouble. Gets it off to Avery. Hurst, aggressive, up and under. So smooth from Aaron Hurst, so smooth. Boy, Hernandez really pushing things. Landy not able to track it down. Jonas Scott, senior guard, seems to be the guy for the Grizzlies. They need to get it to more often. Hernandez, the freshman, to Maldonado Perez. Scott. Maldonado Perez got a bit of space. De Oliveira with a little bit of a floater, no good. Hurst the rebound, knocked out by De Oliveira. It will allow the Grizzlies to get into that press. Ryman and Peterson for Avery and Williams are the subs for the Panthers. Inbounding right here in front of the cheerleaders. Good cheerleading section, and Madera sort of throws it to nobody, but Hurst tracks it down and turns easily. Landy space on the outside. No good for 3. Fouls his shot. Get it to go. Marshall to Scott. Maldonado Perez now with space. Long. Ryman, I think that hit some rim. Ryman's just dribbling around everybody and knocked away at the end by Maldonado Perez. And is this a timeout call? Yeah. Not exactly clear to the Panthers, but it is a timeout called by Coach John Ortiz for the Grizzlies. Glen Grizzlies, very similar looking record to the Panthers. 17-15 overall. Of course, 5-6 in district, with the tiebreaker being the victory over Liberty Hill early in the season. But with a win tonight, the Panthers can overtake them, get back in that playoff conversation, and make Friday against Cedar Park so interesting. Of course, the Panthers 17-14 overall, 5-6 in district. Basically the same record. They will have it underneath after the Grizzlies timeout. Peterson, Ryman, Landy, who's right there. Beautiful play off of the timeout. Little high-low action. It was Landy to Hurst, who's really racking up the buckets in this game. Oliveira throws it to Madera. Madera, I should say. This is Paul Madera at the top. Little screen set for Landy. There's that play again. Hurst off the window. And he's got the hot hand. Does Aaron Hurst. And there's Gabriel de Oliveira. We didn't see this in the first half, but he's the guy who sort of just dribbles through everything. 48-24. 24-point advantage for the Panthers. Who would have thought that before this game tonight? Maldonado Perez working really hard and gets bailed out right at the end. The contrast between the type of buckets that the Panthers are getting versus what the Grizzlies have to do to just get a shot up is quite dramatic. And I really think early in this game, even when free throws missed by Maldonado Perez, even when Glenn jumped out to that 12-6 lead, I think it was in the first quarter, you could just see the offense for the Panthers clicking. It was passing, moving, really good opportunities being created. You know, some of them not finished off at the rim, but when you keep doing that, eventually it will pay off, and it soon did in the second quarter, and especially in this second half. Second free throw is good, but Daria quickly through that press. Hurst almost doubled there in the corner. Swings to Landy, who gets it to Ryman. Three ball. Thought he was fouled there. Peterson does get the rebound. Again, don't have to hurry. Under a minute, third quarter. Boy, this Panthers team really feeling themselves now. Landy, Hurst, up against Marshall. He'll like that matchup. Trying to spin for it. Fading away. It'll be short. I think Marshall got a piece. Just about forced that one. Does have the hot hand right now, though, so can you blame him? And we've got another foul call. And I believe that's number 7 team-wise. Is that 2 or 3 on Paul Madera? I do not know. It is team foul number 7. So the Grizzlies will be shooting free throws. And one thing that you like to have if you're behind in a game is points while the clock is stopped. 31.8. The official here in the middle of the court just checking the number. I think she's checking with the scorekeeper for Glenn on the number. Not exactly sure what that was, but this is Chris Benham who's shooting free throws. He knocks them both down. Under 30 seconds now. Ryman did get fouled there. Calling a little bit closer here in the second half. We had a pretty foul-free first half. Maldonado Perez reaches on Madera, who controls far side. Corner Landy. That's that play. There goes Hurst around a screen. Under 10 seconds now. Peterson's got to be aware of the clock. Who did that hit off of? It hit right back off of Peterson. And the Grizzlies will get it back with 5.8. to go. Ray Avery, Trayvon Williams, AJ Roldan, Jackson Scott, and Luke Landy stays. See what the Grizzlies can do here at the end of the quarter. Panthers sort of were not aware at the end of the second quarter. Jackson Scott will steal this and fire from full court. A little bit off, but after three, Panthers just extending that advantage now. 48-27. How about that score? We'll stick around. We'll stay right here. Just the 1 minute break between quarters. We'll just talk about briefly the commitments from this team. Gunter Daniels, of course, been out with that ligament tear, had surgery on his knee. We hope the best for Gunter. He actually represented the Panthers as the captain tonight, the senior leader. He is, of course, committed to University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and will be headed there for his freshman year of college. Another thing just to mention, and we saw this on the Liberty Hill basketball Twitter, is Reagan Andrews. You can see her down there with the blonde hair, and she's wearing the purple shirt. She is the athletic trainer at Liberty Hill, student athletic trainer, and she committed to Alabama this week. So she will be continuing her education as an athletic trainer at University of Alabama. So just wanted to shout her out because that is awesome for her. But we are ready for quarter number 4 here at Glenn High School. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a 21-point advantage for the Liberty Hill running Panthers. And more good defense. Really thought that was a foul there. Hurst had stolen the ball, and then Thompson knocked it away and then touched the baseline. So eventually we did get to Panthers basketball. Madaria really taking his time. He has to go here. Ryman's got to get this one across. Does. Can't just stop in the backcourt like that. Coach Bourne's going to call a timeout. Ryman was triple teamed, but like he often does, Toby Ryman sort of finds a way out of it, despite lots of defenders around him. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. Been really enjoying following the running Panthers this season. Again, shout out to Melvin Jones for filling in on Monday night down in Lockhart for that rescheduled game. Big game for the Panthers to stay in the playoff picture, and they, up to this point, have delivered. Need to hold on now at the end, going from the left to the right of your screen. Wearing the purple, yellow, and white. It's the yellow letters and yellow trimming, the white numbers. A couple good cuts. Ryman in the middle. Madera had to force that one over the hand of Marshall. And I think Thompson just threw that away to Maldonado Perez. A lot of loud smacks on chairs, on padding. It's a Glenn Grizzlies team that's really frustrated. Panthers crowd wants a technical, or Panthers students, I should say. Madaria with the pump fake. Ooh, moving too fast for his shoes there. Landy pressured by Nelson. And Nelson will get called for the foul. Let's check the team fouls for Glenn. I think that's number 5. So still a couple away from shooting are the Panthers. As steal here by Benham, who will throw it down for the second time in this game. Not as much of a cheer this time for that dunk. Madaria, beautiful pass. Landy lays it right in. Well, that's the story of the game, isn't it? Maybe not quite as pretty, but good fundamentals and easy buckets for the Panthers. Benham again trying to do everything. Jumper off the mark. Marshall does rebound it. Ryman will get called for the foul, and it will be free throws. We feel free throws for the rest of the game for the Grizzlies. 6:31 left in this game, fourth quarter. So let's just extrapolate a little bit here and assume some things. Cedar Park hosting Rouse tonight. Marshall's free throw, no good. So we'll just talk more about these scenarios in a minute. Madaria, Landy with the left hand. Good handoffs. Peterson off the window, a little strong. And Chris Benham throws that straight out of bounds. Boy, we've seen that a lot. They've just been rattled. Glenn has just been straight rattled in this game. And you can attribute that to the Panthers' defense. We've gone through some phases this season. It seemed like, I think in the middle of this season, as Marshall knocks it out of Madaria's hands, that teams had sort of figured out the press for Liberty Hill and figured out a way to get through it, especially after that Hayes game, the away game down in Buda where they used that cross-court pass. I will say in this game, Liberty Hill is sort of re-upped, resupplied. And we've got a charging call here on JT Peterson going strong into Benham. That's team foul number 9. It is offensive, so there won't be free throws involved. Adrian Roldan, Trayvon Williams in the game. Still out there with Landy, Ray Avery, and Hurst, who was waiting for that one. Ooh, the two referees disagreed here. The basket was made, and the charge is going to be called. Again, it's one of those where Aaron Hurst is just waiting. He's maybe the contact is not full out, but Aaron Hurst is just sitting there in the lane waiting for the guy to come full speed at him. And maybe a makeup call for early in this game, but charge is called. Roldan does a nice job with the handle. Boy, Adrian Roldan has got some good handles. That's Maldonado Perez. Hurst tracks it down, knocked Maldonado Perez down. He's got some space. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to have an official timeout here. Aaron Hurst made the shot. I think you do have to do this in case there's a serious injury. Maldonado Perez will check out. And we will wipe this down. Not as many folks with towels tonight. It is nice and warm here in the gym. Nice play there, Ray Avery with the pump fake. And Ray Avery gets on the board. Similar to what we saw last week against Lehman, is pretty much everybody getting on the scorecard, and now Nelson just throws that one away. Landy will pull up, no good. Winters, Nelson pumps and gets it to go. Lead again cut to 21. There's that wraparound screen. Hurst, Landy, Roldan. Can afford to be patient now. 4:30 to go in this ball game. And that screen, Hurst fading away. But he's got his rhythm really nicely with that shot. There's that cross-court pass just referenced to Winters in the corner. Marshall will fire a three, and he knocks it down. So scoring on both ends now. Lead is 20. Approach the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Hurst working against Scott. Whoa, good spin move. Oh, Trayvon Williams could have gone back up with that ball. Now I think we've got a jump ball. Almost thought Aaron Hurst took an extra step there, but looked nice. Peterson and Madaria come in. Williams and Landy check out. Some new faces as well for the Grizzlies. Derry on the baseline. Peterson. Hurst got the advantage against the freshman. Double comes, fades away, no good. Thompson with the board for the Grizzlies. Hernandez. And again, that's a charge. Ray Avery that time. As Paul Maderia gives him the flex. Just waiting on him. Just sitting there waiting on the driving player. And takes the easy charge there. I say easy, but charges are never an easy thing to take. Got to be able to fall on your butt. That one hit De Oliveira and will stay with the Panthers. Maderia thought about the three. Hold on. Hurst working against Akeen. I did think there was maybe a foul on the floor. Is that number 7 on Glenn? Should be shooting then. Yeah, we'll be shooting 1-and-1. Again, just a word to the Runnin' Panthers sponsors: Liberty Hill Pediatrics, J&K Welding, Deluxe Garages, Globe Theater, and Gage and Cade Construction. Thank you for your support of Panthers basketball. First free throw in and out. Jordan Thompson takes the ball down. Three way short from Trey Mack, number 24, who's in the game for the first time. Madeira is going to fire from three, knocks down, long range. Lead up to 23 now. The shooting has definitely been there for the Panthers in this game. Knocked out of bounds. I think Coach Ortiz was thinking about a timeout. Jackson Scott, Toby Ryman, Luke Landy, all ready to come in. Hurst, Avery, Roldan check out. I think I could just broadcast a whole game saying the substitutions for the Panthers. There are so many of them. But you see in a game like this where they're so crucial, you got to be active on this press defense and got to have depth. Shot is long. This is Trey Mack. It's pass to Thompson at the top. Get through the lane. Mack, nice pass to Thompson, who really patient, couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Does get that one to go. Nice play by Jordan Thompson. And that home crowd has just been quieted down. Well, the Grizzlies, still more good movement here late in this game. 21-point lead. Panthers still working hard. Having fun out there. You know, basketball's about having fun. Landy, good pump fake, almost overthrew Madeira. Showing off the handles. Little screen and roll. Madeira was open there. Landy lost it. Ryman. De Oliveira lost it, and we got Madeira up on the break. Lays it in. Timeout, Coach Boren. That really feels like the nail in the coffin. Not that we needed one. Big lead for the Panthers. 1:14 to go. Could be taking this one the rest of the way. As I just mentioned, Cedar Park playing Rouse tonight. Let's just assume the undefeated district leaders do come out with the victory. That is the Rouse Raiders. Then Cedar Park will also be at 6-6. Tied with Liberty Hill, with just that tiebreaker being the Timberwolves' victory at Liberty Hill. Of course, the two teams face off on Friday night, and that'll be an opportunity for the Panthers to move up into 4th place. and into playoff position. And again, lost out of bounds. Panthers ball. Jax Hicks and Eric Richardson into the game for the first time. They're out there with Ray Avery, Trayvon Williams, and A.J. Roldan. 1 minute to go here. Avery getting it to Richardson, who was just shoved down low. And I think this might be free throws for Eric Richardson, yeah. I love how Coach Boren immediately tries to use his big 6'6" post player when he checks into the game in a different way than any of the other players on the roster. A little short on the free throw is Williams. Avery gets the rebound. We're under a minute now. Jax Hicks. Rolled on. Richardson again is pushed. The only thing that, I think that's Josh Akeen again, the 6'3" forward, can do is really try and push him out of the lane. He establishes such good positioning down there. So the game on Friday could be, I say, and that's 5 fouls on Josh Akeen. So he'll actually, 2 quick fouls, he'll come out of the game. And he at least is listed as the Grizzlies' tallest player. Chris Benham also listed at 6'3", but I don't think he's going to come back into this game. It'll be Jaden Nelson, the 6-footer, 6-foot guard. Another 1-and-1 for Eric Richardson. Let's see if he can get on the score sheet. He can with a swish. And the big fella gets his name on the scorecard. Second free throw, also good for Eric Richardson. .50 seconds left now. De Oliveira dribbling through everything. Corner Hernandez, 3 is long. De Oliveira gets it back. It's Nelson, and Nelson knocks down the 3. Avery, Richardson rolled on. Floater, that is nice. From A.J. Roldan. Ball knocked out. And we've got the chant from the Panthers students. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. That's the chant there. Started. And De Oliveira was fouled, so he'll shoot a couple free throws. Long on the first one. So Friday night, big game, Cedar Park. We will be there. Second free throw for De Oliveira is good. Of course, a little bit different, as we said. Liberty Hill has to finish the season against Rouse. Cedar Park will finish against Lehman. And of course, these Glen Grizzlies have Lockhart and Lehman to finish. But that will do it. What a night for the Runnin' Panthers. Probably the best performance of the season in district play. And they have put themselves squarely back in the playoff picture. Coming in to a hostile away environment here at Glen High School and taking down the Grizzlies. Again, my name has been Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. The final from Glen High School as the Liberty Hill Runnin' Panthers 63, the Glen Grizzlies 40.